The brand new CS2 update introduced a major change to item trading. You can now revert trades after they have gone through. I wish this was an April Fool's video, but unfortunately it is not. I am one button away from reverting this trade. Since this update brings such a massive update to trading, it is extremely important for you to know exactly how this trade protection works, and in today's video I'm going to be going into the details of it. Skinland is the best instant sale site with the best prices for you to sell your skins instantly, and on top of that they give you a free $10 to start off with. To claim it, simply click here, enter code TechSavvy, select the skin that you want to sell, which in my case is going to be the Souvenir Fennec Fox, then choose from a very wide array of payment methods. I'm going to choose Bitcoin, and after pasting in my wallet address and accepting the automatically generated trade offer, the Bitcoin showed up in my wallet in just 5 minutes. You can also buy skins from them for way cheaper than from the Steam market, so go check out skin.land at the link in the description, and don't forget to use code TechSavvy for a free $10. So how does this new trade protection work exactly? As far as setting up the trade offer, nothing really happened. So let me set up something like this, but you'll notice that when you put in the items, it says these items will be trade protected for 7 days. Now also, it's interesting that if you try to add other items such as TF2, you cannot do that. Trades cannot contain items from both trade protected inventories and non-trade protected inventories. So from now on, you can only trade CS2 items for CS2 items. You can't really mix games anymore. But anyway, once you make the offer, you'll be prompted to confirm the offer on your phone as always. And as soon as the other party accepts the trade, you get the items immediately. So this is not the 15-day trade hold. Trades are still instant. However, if you haven't been using the Steam Mobile Authenticator for 7 days, then the trade will be held for 15 days as it has been before. Once you've done a trade, you'll notice this yellow trade protection icon in your browser, and it doesn't really tell you much information here. Although if you do click on it, it brings you to the FAQ page. But if you take a look at the skin in your CS2 inventory, it'll tell you that it's going to be trade protected until July 24th at 3 AM. But what does it mean for a skin to be trade protected exactly? Well, this is the crazy part. It means that this trade can be reversed. So if I go into my trade history, if I really wanted to, I could reverse this trade. Now, if you visit the FAQ page, it'll clearly state that the trade protection was designed to protect people from scams or if they've gotten phished and their skins were stolen. This kind of suggests you'd only be able to revert trades if you were scammed, but check this out. If I go back to my trade history, I click here to recover your account and eligible items, and I scroll down, this massive reverse eligible trades button pops up. Now if you read the text above it, you'll see that there are some pretty severe consequences to doing this. You will get trade banned for 30 days for all games. Now for obvious reasons, I don't have the balls to test this, but I don't have to because thankfully Arrow already did.
Who was the guy who just sent that? Lol P? Did you get yourself trade banned yet? Also, I'm interested to see what happens when they reverse the trade. Like, does it get removed from my inventory instantly?
There's a whole bunch of weird noises in my apartment. I think it must be from the unit next door. It's like,
did you see that? Trade protection. One of your items was reversed.
So to break that down, what happens when a trade is canceled is all the items are returned to the original owners instantly, regardless of the 7-day trade hold. The user who clicked revert trade gets trade banned for 30 days, and the person on the other side of the trade offer gets notified, but they don't get trade banned for 30 days. There are some other interesting but extremely annoying things that happen to trade protected items. First off, if it's a case, you cannot open it. There is no unlock button. You're just stuck with the case for a week. If it's a gun, you cannot use it in a trade up. You cannot apply stickers, although you can use it in your loadout, so I guess that's a plus. And this is the worst part of it. Let me try to put this gallery case into a storage unit. You can't. It just won't appear. Here's another interesting little detail. If you have multiple trades that are trade protected and you decide you want to reverse the trades, it will reverse every single trade, not just one that you choose. Literally every trade that you did in the last week will be reversed. This means if you bought a bunch of items and then one of those items got scammed, you can't revert the scam trade offer without also reverting the real trade offers where you actually bought skins. So does this really do any good? I'm not sure it does. This is a huge update to trading, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that trading as we know it is gone. You used to be able to trust trades knowing that if a trade goes through, then there's no way for it to go back, so you have the items, but now you can reverse trades at least for the first 7 days. Imagine this scenario. I constantly buy skins for PayPal from people to instantly cash them out. So let's say I have this gold arabesque that I'm holding in my hands that I just bought from someone for $2,000. They sent me the trade offer, I accepted it, I sent them the $2,000, and then now they have 7 days to revert the trade and extract the gold arabesque from my inventory. I can't reverse the payment, so in this hypothetical scenario, I would have been scammed for $2,000. And reminder, this update is to prevent scams, so that's kinda ironic. So of course the natural progression here is for me to accept the trade, wait 7 days for the trade to fully finalize and not be revertible anymore, and only then would I send the money. And this is not just the case for me, this is the case for every marketplace, every trader, every instant cash out site. And for this reason, currently at the time of recording, pretty much every website and every trader has paused all their services while they update their systems. So for example, my sponsor Skinland is currently not buying skins, Skins Monkey is not accepting trades, and CS Float doesn't allow users to buy and sell their skins. But as a reminder, this is only temporary until they figure out a new way to get around this, or at least deal with this issue. As I see right now, when it comes to selling skins, I don't really see a better way than to delay the payment by 7 days. Is this the end of instant skin services such as instant cash out sites, cash traders, and instant trading sites? Only time will tell. I'm really interested to see how this folds out, but what I am confident about is that this won't kill CS2 skins. We've seen something extremely similar in the past before, when the 7-day trade hold was introduced. People thought that was the end of skins. But hey, a couple years later, skins are bigger than ever. I know it's easier said than done, but don't panic. It can feel like it's completely Jover, but at the end of the day, Valve is trying to make money, and if they completely nuke their own CS2 skin system, they're not gonna make nearly as much money, and then they would surely do something about it. In my personal opinion, this update doesn't really accomplish anything, or at least it does more harm than good. Yes, if you get your Steam account and your items stolen, then this is a way for you to get them back, but this trading update brings in even more scam opportunities than it solves. One thing that I think is good about this update though, is that it's likely gonna nuke gambling sites as well. The decision for someone to deposit their skins on a gambling website tends to be pretty spontaneous, and if they have to wait 7 days to get their balance credited, that's not very spontaneous anymore. So I don't know, man, I'm not a fan of this update, but if you have any questions, leave it in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer. I think Valve kinda dropped the ball here, but at the end of the day, CS2 skins will always prevail. It'll just take a couple of months or weeks for everything to recover and settle back to normal.